Yeah, Broadway is back.
Finally. It's been way too long.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Let's catch a musical.
Hey, that's an awesome idea.
How about this one?
Now that one's got a great cast, but the music, I wasn't feeling it.
How about that one?
Now that one's got an amazing choreographer, awesome spectacle, but I don't know, the music just didn't do it for me.
I got it. Rock of Ages.
Now that's a great show, but that lead guy, not so much. You know what? I got a great idea.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, the final cafe show of the year, because next we are entering 2022.
2022.
I hate that I got to order new checks.
Why? Just change the date.
Because all of mine had 2021 on.
They do not.
They do.
They can't. That's
it was
impossible.
a very bad
year
investment.
for you?
Because I didn't go through all of them. And so you got to write 2022. How many times are you going to write 2021?
You're going to do that a lot.
A lot. I hate that.
As long as you bring it in more than you're writing out, then it's all a good year, is all I can tell you. Happy New Year to you. You can have your coffee. I got some champagne. We are on a very holiday crew show today.
Oh, my goodness. That means nobody's here.
Wanted to spread some holiday cheer. That's not true. We've got Slick in the house. We've got Jay Harmon doing a big unveil of our first breakfast.
You got mail.
Oh, you got to find your mailbox, though.
No, I don't. I kicked the postman down the street.
We've got attorney Shane Farnsworth with us. We've got our host, Purpose Nomad, joining us, Yvette Murray. We had a lot of people, Steve Gubb. We have our special New Year's drink of the year we're going to kick off and share again for anyone who missed it the first time. My favorite specialty drink of the espresso, Gubba Rum Martini.
It's amazing. You just started doing this and now that's all you drink.
No, I'm good with champagne, and I'm an equal opportunity.
No, when you go out, you drink.
Share.
You order that, don't you?
I really don't drink a lot when I go out. I got Mr. Farnsworth in the house, you know. We've got our attorney here.
Well, Mr. Farnsworth, we are developing a card that we are going to be giving out to everybody we know so that you could put in your glove compartment. So if you ever, God forbid, are in an accident or anything, you just take this little card out and it has all the instructions of what you got to do so that where your brains are scrambled, you can sort of you can even give the cop, you got to call the cop on the card and to follow the instructions. So that's coming for the new year as well. And welcome to Mr. Farnsworth.
Thank you for having me. Happy New Year.
So Happy New Year, everyone. Here's to a wonderful and happy
We're
2022.
Doing this now?
No, we're going to unveil our first breakfast, I think.
We're going to go over there. We're going to talk to Jay.
Got to talk to Jay a little
We're
bit.
going to unveil, and we're going to talk to Shane. We're going to unveil. And there's some other people that may be popping in here.
We'll see who
and
comes.
you could drink, and then we'll do the toast at the end.
You got it. All right, Jay, let's kick this off. Jay Harmon, our colored pencil artist, we've known for many years, and this is an idea, Freddie's brainstorm, which is always scary, I know, when it starts off with Freddie's idea. Yeah, the first breakfast.
It wasn't my idea.
We met some resistance along the way,
There's
but
a
here
lot of
it is,
resistance. They put it away. They said no.
coming to fruition. So, Slick, can we open up Jay's camera? Yeah. Slick has been amazing. Got a nice
little
white
man,
shot.
that little man with
Jay,
DJ.
wave.
Wow.
I think you set that camera.
I may have set that up, yeah.
But it looks good in your mind. Let's zoom in.
No wonder why he told me the ladder was in the way. Just,
There you go.
there you go. There's Jay.
So much better.
Color pencil artist Jay, not the color pencil, but color pencil artist, which is your website, correct?
The colored pencilers, yes.
ColorPencilartist.com.
And you've been doing this how many years?
I have been doing colored pencil now going on 6 years.
Which is phenomenal if you look at his work, and Dawn is sitting in front of a piece that I just adore. His work, it's gotten better and better and picturesque.
This actually is a piece that we purchased from Jay to hang in our studio, so this can stay here. You know, Jay, I love this piece so much that I watched Being the Ricardos over the weekend.
I saw that too.
I kind of wish I hadn't watched it because it took away the illusion and the TV land of the real life of what it was. So I'm kind of about it, but I love this piece so much. Desi and Lucy.
It took away the illusion.
You know, the TV, the on camera, the Lucy and Desi feel when you see the end of the movie.
But you're in the business. You know that what you show out here isn't what it's all about.
Yeah, but well, you still think it's going to be that way for everybody else. Why? We're not like this all the time?
No. I felt bad because Jay was sitting there watching us go through what we had
A
to
lot
go
of
through.
tumults today. Yeah, we've been running a lot of shows, but we got it all done.
And Jay has his own show that he does, and we fast pitch all of the pieces that he has. He has a room. And today is the last day of the super sale for Jay. I had people that were talking about the sale and say, but why is he selling at, why is he doing a super sale? Why?
Why not?
And I said to him, why not? He has new stuff that he wants to move in, and we need room.
Right,
Actually.
we're running out of room. We need to put some new things and give me some inspiration to do some new things. So,
That's right.
So actually, we had 2 pieces just sold this week, so I'm excited to make some more room at NN or here, however you're going to move around some pieces.
I'm going to move 2 pieces from here over there.
So we've got buy one, get one 50% off, including these large ones that you see. This beautiful one that you've talked about for so long, Freddie.
That's
And
a
there's
nice
another large one, which is a spectacular white horse. I think if you put a horn on it, we could have a unicorn. But either way, it's just a great, great piece. And man, does it make a statement. All right, Jay, you want to fill us in on the big reveal?
Okay. This picture is something that it was quite an undertaking that I took on.
Quite.
I guess when I first thought of doing it, they said, well, we'd just like to have a table with some of our producers and a few of the people that are going to be with us with the show and whatever. I said, okay, maybe maybe 10, possibly 12 people. I can probably get that done within a year. And this was about a year ago that I agreed to do this. And the longer I went on, the more people kept coming in, and more people kept adding to the list. And so now, at the final thing, I don't have nearly everybody who's here, but I managed to end up with 26 people on the picture.
Which is a lot.
That's a lot.
So these are all people who are the Brooklyn Cafe, the hosts, the producers, and everyone else associated with the show in one way or another, that have been with us for quite a while, myself included. And so, I tried to put as many people as I could get photographs to work from, and this is kind of how it evolved. And so this is what we're down to now. I feel like.
Should you do a countdown?
You want me to get a ball and drop it?
Ready to
however
reveal?
you like it.
All right. Oh my gosh.
It's funny because when we held the West Side Story, the movie, all those people that were there, everybody was asking me about being put into this piece, and I sort of ignored them because I'm like, at this rate, I'll get this thing maybe in 10 years. Because you saw today the video that Val put together of all the guests we've had.
Yep.
This year. And the show was almost an hour
45
long
minutes, right.
of just showing people. Because we've had so many people come through it.
Right, it's a lot of people, and boy, if I could put that many people on there, we'd have quite a few more pictures.
We would need like a big building.
All right, let's do the big reveal. Should we do a countdown, Slick?
Okay.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You gotta give me a chance to get it.
Right.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow, Jay, that is, you got Miss America next to you? And like this Camila, Tracy. Heck
How many people do you recognize?
Oh my gosh.
Me and Dawn.
No, look, you got Alana and Alex.
They're all there, yes. Look who's in the right corner.
You got Taylor, there's Jay in the far corner. You got Tracy on top, Kenny Love,
You can't miss Kenny Love. He's Mr.
Robin,
Hearts.
Kendra. Steve Gubb on the bottom, which is hilarious. Hector. Oh my gosh. Wayne in the top hat
Is that Wayne?
with the calla lily.
Wayne with the with the funeral director kind of garb there with the calla lily.
Is that Tracy floating?
That's Tracy floating in meditation.
That's
Uh-huh.
hilarious.
She's
Oh,
doing
yeah.
her meditation in the air, and I have on either side I have Amy and myself doing our artwork, and then you can see the producers all kind of around in the back, and on the sides I have a lot of details there you might not be able to see too good, but
Look at Taylor with her
we
cold
have
stone
Hector with his cake.
shirt. With his apron, yes.
He
The
was always baking
True that.
baking things, and here's a little bit of detail here. That's our cake. Okay, and if you look right next to his hand on that is a roach. Get it?
Of course, sir.
Oh my gosh, that is
thought,
hilarious.
You know, I was told not to put that on there, but I said I have to.
Yes.
You know, it's his name.
That's right. That's where he came from.
And
Roach.
you know, and then I've got you know, some of the other producers here, and Amy painting one of her
Hey,
pictures
Miriam.
up here. I've got Bling.
Robin.
Robin.
Okay, got Robin there, and you can see
Steve.
this is
The government.
Gubba, and he's holding up one of his bottles here. And let me look over here and see what else we have. Miss Brooklyn Cafe here. That's
Alana.
Alana.
Where's Slick?
Slick is right
With your
here
hat.
with no glasses on, as he requested.
Slick, why did you have
You're
no
so
glasses?
funny.
Incognito,
My
you
grandfather
didn't
used to
see
always
him.
take his glasses off for pictures. You're like, you don't recognize
You
them.
didn't see him.
I don't even recognize you. Look at you, Slick.
I know.
Yeah. So
There's Slick. There's Alex.
okay. So can you tell who these people are here, Slick?
I mean, I see Alex, I see Haley.
Is
I
that
see
Vinny?
Anna, I see Kendra. I think that's Taylor.
Is that Vlad next to me?
Vlad, yeah.
JP.
Vlad is right here.
Vlad.
And
Who's the
Josh.
Who's that? Josh.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The shortest one is RK, right?
And Riley.
Green shirt.
Oh wow,
Right.
very cool.
And
Yes.
next to him, who's that?
Is that Vinny?
That's Vin.
Vinny.
Vinny.
That's Vinny.
And that's Josh above him.
Josh.
Right up
Who's
here
above-
is Josh.
who's that
And
guy?
let's see, moving over to the
The
other
top
side,
part
you've seen
is-
everybody over there.
Wait.
We have new mom over here serving drinks.
Oh,
Look
that
at
is
you, Mom.
hilarious, new mom.
And
Look at you, Mom.
then I have Val over there folding underwear. Wearing her pink shirt.
And there's Taylor with her Cold Stone shirt.
And Taylor with her holding an ice cream cone with her shirt.
Oh
That's
my God.
Haley. Next to Taylor.
Yep.
I could tell
That-
because of the hair.
Haley and Taylor, right? And
Is that salsa above the two girls?
hmm?
Salsa? Is that what salsa's real?
Sabrina.
Sabrina?
Uh-huh.
And is that Alex?
Yep. With the camera.
With the camera, Alex, yeah. Remember when he had his
Yep.
his hairstyle,
Blonde
his
hair.
blonde do there? And of course Kenny Love. And we have Kendra over there ready to sing. She has a microphone. And what else? I've put some other little details around here. We've got mini Donut World donuts, of course. We have that. And then I have all your ducks in a row.
If you look around the studio, you'll see there are ducks placed everywhere. My ducks in a row. But I need to do
So
again.
I have quite a lot of detail. It's something that you know. if
How
look
did
at
you
it-
like drawing yourself?
Hmm?
How did you like drawing yourself?
I have done it before, and it's just kind of a thing that I don't know. I'm not crazy about doing it, but I'll do it as part of the
I like it.
thing.
That
And
is unbelievable.
so. But like I said, I wasn't going so much for photographic likenesses of everyone as I was going for an artist's rendition to fit into the whole piece.
I love it. I love he's got your black shirt with the white stripes on there. Love that.
Oh, that's Freddie's signature shirt
That's
there,
your
right?
signature shirt.
Yes, it is. I gotta tell you, I am flabbergasted because this took so long to get it in the making. The patience that you had to endure to capture everybody is amazing. It's just amazing. I'm speechless.
It's amazing.
So
Jay,
it was.
Thank you so much.
I got to say, it was a lot of love went into that. I really wanted to make sure that I put it together for everybody that I've worked with here, and I kind of wanted to make it so all these people that have been such a big inspiration for me, that I was able to get them back into here. And as time goes on, we may be adding more people.
Oh, they're gonna. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen.
I love it.
So that's why I didn't color the background. I didn't color anything, because I left it so if we want to put more of our wonderful crew in here, or anything, we're able to do that. I even put the black and white spot chair here, so if, little, I don't know, I'm just trying to see all
The details of our studio. Jay, that is so incredible. Jay will do commission pieces for you. He'll do pet portraits, he'll do babies, he'll do, you name it, pets, babies, family portraits, and then anything else you want. We've got a whole array of beautiful, beautiful celebrities on the celebrity wall. You can buy one of those, and actually BOGO is still going on through today.
Now they asked me if you can put somebody, like if I wanted me next to a celebrity, you can do that as well. I
Sure.
think that's
I can
what
put
I want
anybody
to
next to anybody.
You see, that's why I want to shoot for next year, because all of a sudden they're coming out with these apps where you're standing there, you're having a drink with Obama,
Yep.
you're having with Hillary, I saw. But you can do it in pencil art,
Right.
and you can put any background you
I
want.
can draw a portrait of someone next to anybody, your favorite celebrity. If that's what you'd like, I can make it happen.
I have an idea. Well, the coming year, we are all about doing things differently. We're going to be doing some merch store with Jay, because we want to blow up the gamut on this thing as well. But I would like to do something where we have somebody between us, maybe the Pope or a rabbi or somebody who can give us some spiritual uplifting.
Spiritual guidance.
I think it'll be a lot of fun, though. Think
Sure.
about it.
Oh my gosh.
Sure,
Jay,
we
thank
can,
you so much. It is unbelievable.
Well, thank
We're going to
you.
find it. I don't know where you're going to hang it, Freddie. I think you want to hang it up there. We got to put it in a frame.
Well, I got to keep it low because everybody's going to be all over it.
We can't touch it though.
I know, but maybe we get a frame, get a glass on it, but people are going to want to see it up close. So we'll keep it low for the time being, and
That's
then
amazing.
we'll put a piece of paper next to it so that if you want it to be included on it, because I know what's coming already. I don't even want to look at my phone. There's a lot of people that want to be in it.
All right, let's go to commercial break. Jay, it is spectacular. Thank you, thank
Oh,
you, thank
thank
you.
you.
From the bottom. Oh
My
my
pleasure.
gosh. You have to come see this because this is a large, it's about the size of this, between you and me, it's this big. Wait
It's
till you see the
24 by
size.
30, I believe.
It's a nice piece.
Unbelievable. When we come back, we've got Yvette Murray joining us, Purpose Nomad. We've got attorney Shane Farnsworth in the house. How to stay safe this New Year's Eve when you're out driving and doing whatever you're doing. Stay safe. Some more to come. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Jay Harmon exclusively in the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon captures the essence of really creative and captivating mind. Jay Harmon brings light into the darkness on majority of his pieces, using a negative background to highlight the details of some of his looks. I know some artists use white canvases, but he thrives on a black canvas. And here's the kicker. He only uses pencil, colored pencil, graphite pencil, and pencil for his art pieces. Yes, I know it's hard to fathom that these beautiful pieces came from pencil, but yes, they did. And the only way you can experience Jay Harmon is if you come to the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon, an unconventional artist with a unique story behind every canvas.
Coffee News is a fun, family-friendly weekly publication provided free to restaurants, coffee shops, and waiting areas for customers to enjoy. Grow your business today through the power of effective, affordable advertising. Coffee News is an active marketing medium specializing in the ongoing weekly promotion of your business. This builds awareness for your company so you become known as the leader of your industry and develop brand awareness so people think of you first when they want your services or products. Maximize your visibility and achieve outstanding results. For more information on Coffee News, contact sunrisecoffeenews@mail.com or give them a call at 954-951-7870.
Have you been injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or through the negligence of another? The lawyers at Shane M Farnsworth, PA have over 40 years of combined experience representing injured individuals and their families. Call us today at 561-272-8337 for a free case evaluation and the answers to your legal questions. Were you injured in an accident that wasn't your fault? Don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you. Contact us now to learn about your options and to protect your rights.
Watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And believe it or not, Dawn had to go answer the door. That's funny.
But I had to answer the door?
You had to answer the door. Hi, look who's in the house. Good morning. Hola, good morning. Come in, sit. Yes, as a matter of fact, I forgot to announce that we are going to be going Monday and Wednesday. We are going to be doing a brunch show, 11 to
1-ish.
to 1 or 2, 3, who knows. But we will be on WNN Radio starting 11 o'clock on brunch. So we are changing Monday and Wednesday's midday show to 11. And then on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're still going to do 12 to 2.
All right, more to come.
Until further notice.
Head over to Mr. Farnsworth while he's sitting here.
Yes, let's do that.
Because as everyone's getting ready to celebrate the new year safely, I hope. I think people are doing things a little more intimate. Doesn't matter how intimate you do it. If you're going to be out drinking and driving and you are in an accident, you want to make sure this is the man that you go to. So we've got Shane M Farnsworth in the house. Let's bring Mr. Farnsworth over.
You got to change the key in. There you go.
Hi, how you guys doing today?
Happy New Year to you. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Now it's funny. I was talking about the Shane. We're going to develop a cart, but he has a box. He has a whole. What do you have in the package that you have?
Well, it is a card, but it's it has my information on the front, and on the back of the card it goes through what to do if you're involved in an accident. So it sounds kind of similar to the idea you have, and I may already have it produced for us to use.
Even better.
Yeah.
Even better because you can get it in people's hands even quicker.
Yes.
You know, it's funny. I've been in very few accidents, knock on wood, in my life, but there have been 1 or 2, and there were fender benders. And normally I got hit, which is really strange. But you panic. You know, you try to figure out what do you do, who do you call? And I didn't know who to call. I called the cops. It's the first people I called. Then after that, it goes down here from there. The last person I wanted to call was my insurance company. because I didn't know if I should report it. So I wanted to bring up the subject matter because it is New Year's and people do get involved. A lot of people think that they can make a deal and keep it away from the insurance companies. You being an attorney, is that a good idea or a bad idea?
No, it's an absolutely horrible idea. Reason being, if you don't call the police out to get a police report to say what happened and get it investigated, later on down the line, that person may disappear that says, hey, just give me a call and I'll work out the bill with you. Or they may say, I didn't cause the accident, you caused the accident, I'm not paying for it. And if you don't have any documentation, what do you do? So if you get involved in an accident, it's super important to call the police, have them come out and get a report. And you do have to report it to your insurance company. Your insurance policy is essentially a contract between you and the insurance company. And as part of that contract, you have a duty to cooperate. And part of that duty of cooperation is to notify them when there's a claim or when there could be a claim. So if you fail to do that, you can end up causing yourself problems with your coverage later on down the line. So yeah, you want to call the police while you're at the scene of the accident, get the report. And once you're away from there and someplace safe, you want to let your insurance company know what's occurred.
Now, I'm going to tell you the truth, and I don't even think I should do it. My son was learning to drive in Tampa. It's a true story. Freddie was here, would tell you. And my son decides that he's going to drive fast because he was late picking up a date, and I was in the car. I was going to drop him off. Long story short of it, he's driving so fast, he stops in the car. I had a Cadillac at the time. Started to slide, and the guy behind me started to slide because it was starting like to mist. So he hits my bumper on the caddy. So he pulled over to the side, and I did not listen to your advice. And I thought that I was Mr. Intelligent. I didn't report it to the insurance company. I'm going to work a deal with this guy. Guy disappears. Gave me fraudulent papers.
Yep.
I had nothing on this guy. The damage on the bumper of the caddy was over $3,000. And then I had to decide to deliver the insurance company, and they were not happy with me. They wanted to know why I didn't call, the whole thing.
Well, sure, because now if the other person was liable for the accident, you didn't get a report and you didn't call it in. Now your insurance company is going to have to pay that claim if you have, I
have full coverage.
Yeah, full coverage, so that will cover it. But now you got to pay your deductible if you have one,
And they're
going to pay the claim. And even though you weren't at fault, if they're paying the claim, it may end up next year when you get your new premium, you might end up with a higher premium.
It was tremendous.
Yeah.
Not only was it tremendous, that particular company doesn't write in Florida anymore, so they dropped me, so I had to get somebody else. They stopped doing it. But what a nightmare that thing was.
That happened. It happened to Chelsea in college. Someone hit her in the parking lot at school, and she thought she did the right thing. It's, at UF, and she got the information. You go to report it. It wasn't legitimate, or it had expired information, wrong everything. And then you're stuck cleaning it up. So
And there's no forgiveness. If you put your foot in the wrong direction, it comes back to bite you over and over again.
True.
Then I was in a different accident coming from Miami. A lady fell asleep, and I could tell she was falling asleep at the wheel. I said, oh man, I couldn't get over because there was too much traffic, and she ends up hitting me. And I called right away the insurance company. They gave her a ticket for hitting me. I don't know what it's called, but she was mad. She says, why are you calling everybody? What's wrong with you? But this is the deal. I mean, you got to do the right thing to protect yourself because you don't know who you're involved with. Sometimes they don't have insurance. Sometimes they don't have a license. Sometimes they're, not here legally, and you have other issues you're going to have to deal with.
Well, especially here in Florida, we've talked about this previously, that, people will tell you that you have full coverage when you buy your policy, but in Florida, all that really means legally is that you're buying property damage and personal injury protection. So if that's all you have and somebody hits your car and you guys say, hey, we'll work it out, and they disappear, if you don't have comp and collision on your policy, you're out of luck now. You're paying out of your pocket because that person's gone and you have nowhere else to get the money to pay for it. So you got to really understand what insurance coverages you're buying. And anytime you have an insurance claim, like you're saying, you want to get off on the right foot, whether it's the insurance claim or a personal injury claim, that's the foundation of it. When you're building the house, you got to have a solid foundation. So if you don't have a solid foundation, you're going to have problems down the line.
Now, let me ask you a different question. he got it.
It's like that.
You have kids in your house, right? Like, let's say
I have a daughter, yes.
I have my son, and they want to learn to drive, my daughter, and you have an insurance policy, and they want to learn to drive and everything else. What do? Do you put the kids on?
Your wires came.
No. You put the really? You put the kids on your policy, or do you let the insurance company know? How do you manipulate having your kids on your policy, or you don't? You tell them, listen, you learn to drive when you get your own policy.
Well, that's sort of a family decision as to whether or not you want to put them on your policy. But if they're not on your policy, don't let them drive your car, because if you get into an accident and the person driving the car isn't a named insured or part of the policy, they may deny coverage on you. So, if your kid's going to be driving, you're going to need to add them to your policy if they're going to be driving your car. Nowadays, if you were to make them wait to be able to purchase their own car insurance, they might be 25 before they can afford it because the rates are so high here in Florida. So,
and they ask you who's living in the house now.
They do. When you fill out your application, you have to list. Generally, they'll ask anybody over the age of 16, because what happens is when they give you a rate for your policy, the underwriters factor in all the things that how they come up with the rate. And if you don't list somebody that needs to be listed, they can say that that's what's called a material misrepresentation. So when it comes time to make a claim and they find out that you didn't list that 16-year-old child that was in your house, and they were supposed to be on the application, they may deny coverage to you at the time you really need it.
So if your kid is over 25 years of age, make them get their own policy.
There's a whole lot, but especially this weekend when people are out drinking, even if they're going to just a close friends and everyone's keeping it small and safe. What advice?
First of all, don't drink and drive. I mean, at this point in time in our history, there isn't any excuse for it. It used to be they'd say call a cab. It's not even as complicated as calling a cab anymore. Everybody generally has Uber app or Lyft app on their phone. So if you're drinking, be responsible and have somebody else drive you. Don't be the person that not only ruins your own New Year's, but could possibly kill somebody and have far greater implications. So just don't do it. But if you're going to have somebody else, if you don't have a designated driver, call a car service.
Yep, call a car company.
And we're going to talk to you about a gentleman that came to see us that has a car service where they drive you home, safe and sound, and they drive you and your car home. And then they leave you wherever you tell them to park the car and everything else. They walk you to your door, they give you the keys, and they go. That's a service we're going to have Shane talk to them because we want to collaborate with them for the coming year. He's not ready to go. The platform is going to have an app and everything else. He's a very excitable young man. But I love the point, and him and you meeting us at the same time is no accident, because I don't believe in that. So
No
I think
pun
this could be
intended.
really, I think it could be something really, really exciting. The other thing I remember you telling me is don't let nobody drive your car if it ain't you and they're not on your policy. So I told Linda I don't want you driving my car anymore because you're not on my policy. Now we have a general policy. We both are drivers on a policy, but we don't cross the cars because it's more expensive. There's more damage that you have to protect if you do that. So I just told her, drive your car.
Exactly.
Take an Uber.
An Uber. Exactly true. I was driving into the studio this morning listening to the radio, and I heard an attorney's commercial, and I thought I would like to put Mr. Farnsworth commercial on our evening shows.
Absolutely.
So you'll be able to hear the commercial, the audio on WNN. So when you're driving to work and people are, or whatever they're doing at home, leaving work, they're going to hear your commercial pop up. So in between our evening shows, I'd like
We
to
could
start
do
playing that for the new year as well.
And the one of Don't Drink and Drive, the new company is coming in. I want to get an endorsement from Shane and put that on there at the end of his spot as well. Because, this is the highlight of the year where people drink, drive, and bad things happen. You don't wake up and say, I'm going to have an accident today. Nobody works that way. It just things that do occur. But this is every day of the year. Shane is not in business for 100 years because it only happens on New Year's Day. It happens every day. And sometimes it can be avoided, sometimes it can't.
Any personal injury, right? A slip and fall.
Yeah, we handle car accidents, slip and falls, motorcycle accidents, insurance disputes. We don't do medical malpractice or workers' comp, but other than that, anything that falls under the personal injury umbrella, we handle those types of cases.
And you should get your policy looked at, is what I was telling him.
Yeah, I've mentioned before that, knowing what insurance coverages you have and what they really mean is incredibly important, because a lot of times people don't really get that level of understanding until they have an accident and they realize I don't have a coverage that I needed, or I don't have as much coverage as I needed. So, I've mentioned before that with our clients, a lot of times, we'll look at their policy and, make recommendations of what things they may want to do when they renew that policy to help improve the coverage that they have and protect themselves. I've said before that when we get calls from people, even if the case doesn't work out for us for whatever reason, if we're looking at it and we see their insurance coverages, we're more than happy to help explain that to them and help them be better consumers, because then when they get into another accident, when they come back to us, if they have the proper coverages, that's going to make our job easier and it's going to make sure that they're protected.
Now, if somebody's going through a case right now in court and they want to change attorneys, they want to change venues, would you take something like that on?
They want to change attorneys in the middle of the case?
Yeah.
We do that sometimes. Every case is a little bit different. We'd have to evaluate it. My preference is to be involved in the case from the beginning. Like I said, when you're building the foundation, I'd like to know what's there and what's been done lead up to it. But we do have people that, for whatever reasons, become unhappy with the attorney that they have, and they decide they don't want to be represented by them anymore. Or sometimes attorneys will decide they don't want to represent a client anymore for various reasons. And when those situations do arise and people call us, we take a look at their case, and a lot of times we are able to help them with it, but that's a situation we look at each one individually.
I had somebody who asked me the last time you were here, and I think it has to do with the virus and the court system.
It gets a little tricky to change attorneys midstream, but
sometimes attorneys get sick too.
Oh,
and
sure.
Something happened. I don't know. I got to get back to her and find out what the deal is, and I'll give you the number you can talk to.
best way is people to reach you is through your website.
Yeah, you can reach me at the office, which is 561-272-8337, or you can visit our website at farnsworthlaw.net.
All right, that's the difference, farnsworthlaw.net. Let's check that out.
Excellent.
Thank you so much for joining us. We
right,
are
thank
going
you.
to take a quick commercial break. Please, everyone, be safe tonight, and always, but especially tonight. People will be out there drinking, even if it's not you. Just be prudent, be safe, and be careful. And if, heaven forbid, you are in an accident, get in touch with farnsworthlaw.net, Shane M Farnsworth, and we can get you that information as well. More to come when we come back. We've got, I think, Yvette Murray joining us, Purpose Nomad. We've got Steve Gubb. We've got Wanda's Kitchen in the house. We're going to ask her if do you drive? She's shaking her head. She's 16.
You drive that truck? You ain't going to drive that truck. We're going
Mom's
to talk
like,
to Mama.
oh, no. Look at her. She's shaking her head. She goes, oh, no. Remember when you had a 16-year-old driving?
I learned at 14 in Puerto Rico.
You had two boys at 16 that were driving,
I
right?
taught both of them.
Oh,
I'm going to tell you.
that's another business for
I
you.
would never do that again.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break as we celebrate New Year's Eve. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Have you been injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or through the negligence of another? The lawyers at Shane M Farnsworth, PA have over 40 years of combined experience representing injured individuals and their families. Call us today at 561-272-8337 for a free case evaluation and the answers to your legal questions. Were you injured in an accident that wasn't your fault? Don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you. Contact us now to learn about your options and to protect your rights.
Amp Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
Attention Florida residents. Is constant water damage from the elements putting holes in your pipes and your wallet? We cut the cost when disaster strikes. You deserve to have your house be a home again. At Triumph, we get you paid the most for your insurance claims. Broken pipes, water damage, and mold? Triumph Consulting covers it all. Call our offices now to qualify for a free house inspection at 954-669-4935 or visit www.wegetYouPaid.com.
Welcome to Mini Donut World, where the donuts are hot, fresh, and delicious, made to order and customizable by you. Gourmet specialty flavors such as apple pie, French toast, campfire, and strawberry cheesecake are always popular. Looking to tailor your appetite? Build your own mini donut. Choose from over 18 flavored donut bases, add on your icing flavor, and choose from over 15 toppings and drizzles. While kids enjoy our design your own kits to take home, our 21 and over customers love our alcohol-infused donuts. Come visit Mini Donut World at 8763 Sterling Road in Cooper City. Have questions or want to place an order? Give us a call at 954-369-2301. We know you will love each bite of our deliciously distinctive mini donuts.
Justin Mooney is special counsel of the Florida office of Hinman, Howard & Cattell Attorneys. Justin's practice focuses on tax, estate planning, guardianship, probate, and trust administration. His passion is to provide clients with sophisticated estate plans which carry out their wishes, reduce any potential taxes, and preserve wealth for future generations. The attorneys of Hinman, Howard & Cattell provide first-class legal services and have achieved a reputation for excellence for over a century, staying on the leading edge of the law. When you need representation or legal counsel, contact Justin Mooney at 561-276-1008 or jmooney@hhk.com.
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
What we got?
You
got mail. You got mail.
We've got mail. I think we've got a visitor flying in from her VMAX all the way from Coral Springs.
That's what a special delivery.
And now there's someone else at the door.
Yes, somebody else.
Okay.
Another special delivery.
Another delivery?
What do you got? I thought you didn't have donuts. What are you doing?
Come on in. Come on in. We've got Yvette Murray joining us, the host of Purpose Nomad. I'm very excited to bring her over. She did a great show last night. This is a woman who was always inspirational, who I met through an interview. She was actually running for, I think, 50 over 50 or 40 over 40.
I voted every week.
I don't know. She was running for a great contest, and she is truly an inspiration for women and everyone to find your purpose, to get back to traveling, and just enjoy life. And every day she shows up, and she shows up week after week, just getting ready to roll and enjoy life. So nothing like getting ready to throw in 2022 than with Purpose Nomad, Yvette Murray. So let's bring Yvette over. How are you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
We are great. You are always an inspiration. And to have a host that inspires us, we've been doing this for a long time, and continue to find a different purpose is truly spectacular.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Don. Yeah, I'm trying to second half of my life, trying to navigate through it and see, what else I can discover about myself, or just, through my travels or through connections with other people, organizations. And yeah, I'm very grateful to have had this opportunity to do that.
And last night's show, you were talking about for people to find their purpose, and you're finding yours. What is your mission behind Purpose Nomad?
Well, it was years ago when I was traveling for work, and part of our team building was to connect as a group and do a community service project in Germany. We were abroad, and yeah, we planted a garden and a playground for this kindergarten school there. And at the end of it, the kids came out and they sang, this beautiful thank you song in German. It kind of like brought me to tears, because it was like such a grueling day. It was hot out. This was the summer when we went, but then to see that, their eyes light up, and it just, I don't know, it clicked. Like, one day I want to be able to travel and leave a mark behind by either giving back to, by doing a community service project or donating to an organization there, to something that's a cause that's prevalent in that area that I'm in. So then I kind of started doing that a few years back, before COVID, hitting, some countries that I was going to and finding out what it was, if it was environmental or a women's shelter or, whatever that may be. And I've been in the nonprofit world for so many years. So I've been doing that on a kind of volunteer basis. So now I'm trying to take it to the next level.
I kind of like that. I like that she goes to different, there was a time when Dawn and I were doing our show on the road. And we did a lot of not-for-profits. We even did a food shelter.
We did. Food pantry.
The pantry. Gio was with us, and they rigged up how to get the internet working and everything else, and actually it really worked. And there were people who were picking up food that did not know that shelter was in place by the truckload. Remember, she was giving away those 2 pallets of food? And they watched the show, and people were calling in to the food place. And I can understand what you want to do, because this is the quickest way of getting the word out. And once some people start to come, then a lot of other people start to follow. So I think she has a good idea for 2022.
She's got a great calling. And you did your 40 over 40.
Yeah, I did a photo shoot last week. It's Tracy Hagan. I had her on my show back, and she was also an inspiration as well. And she's doing a 40 over 40 where she's photographing 40 women, and at the end of, once she's done shooting out all of our photo shoots, she's going to do an exhibit in Miami, and kind of put on display all the 40 women and bring us together to kind of celebrate. And it's kind of in honor of her mom, too, who passed away 2 years ago from cancer, who embraced 40. She wore a necklace that said over 40 or something. And as a teenager, she was wondering why her mom would do that. And now, being the age she was when her mother was, that age, she realized that, yeah, as you get older, there's a stigma, especially on women when they get older, that it's, this thing like women age, men look distinguished, women look tired. And it's
Did we have that conversation this morning?
I don't know. We get pretty beat up. Yeah. Don't we look tired?
No, I mean, I guess women are more scrutinized because we're it is what it is. But some women don't want to embrace it, and some women should embrace it. Like, we all should embrace it. That aging is a gift,
I can't wait to see those pictures that you did, because I think it was last week you did them.
Yeah, it was last week. It took a while for her, y'all know how much I love being in front of the camera. So she was like trying to warm me up, and because I was so awkward, with the pose and stuff. But she had my favorite music playing. She creates a very laid back, fun atmosphere. You felt, like the queen for the day, with hair and makeup people there, and it was just a great overall day for the both of us. We connected really well, and my reveal session is in a couple weeks, where she brings me back and then she reveals all the photos, and we picked the one that we're gonna use for the exhibit, and then she also did like a follow-up video interview. that she'll post on her website.
That's really cool. Maybe we could do something and bring in some of the women.
That would be great. Maybe
do
to
a
do a
set.
recap of some of her 40 over 40s.
Yeah,
You could
that might
interview
be-
them or something, or we do a segment through it.
No, it'd be fun to do.
Absolutely, yeah.
That would be great. And what's next for 2022?
I touched a little bit on like my main focus is try to finish my book, and I've been kind of the last 10 days or so. My daughter unfortunately got COVID, and we all kind of quarantined, and I'm fine. She was felt ill for one day, but I took that time to kind of spend time taking care of her and then writing. So I'm actually making really good progress on that. So hopefully I'll have that published next year. And yeah, just working on guests for the show. Next week I have Magda, who's an artist, and
Great.
she's an amazing. Hoping to work with her on a few projects that she's wanting to do in the nonprofit, kind of involving her artwork, which she already does now. She paints murals all over the world, all
They're
over
amazing.
the country. She just finished one in Little Haiti. She's doing, I think, another one in Little Havana. So we're going to talk to her more about some of the stuff she wants to do with working with. I know she worked abroad somewhere in Latin America as an art therapy for girls that have been trafficked, or been involved in human trafficking. So they've suffered trauma, and she helps through art therapy. And she's an amazing woman. So I can't wait to have her on. And so I'm just kind of working on that lineup, and doing my traveling. Like I said last night, Israel in May, Spain in the fall. In between, who knows? I might end up back in Europe.
It's amazing. Your first couple of shows, you were in Paris and you were in London, and that was just so great to be able to take your show around the world. So amazing.
Yeah, and I'm very excited, and hopefully maybe I can do one from Israel as well, and then.
Absolutely.
There's a couple other projects in the works, but I won't find out till January. And then once I do find out for sure, then there's going to be more travel in between. I just don't want to say anything yet until they get back to me and it's a go.
We need to put luggage tags in your merch store.
Yeah. Well,
How cool would that be?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
The logo I have was meant to be. The concept behind my Purpose Nomad logo was that it looks like a patch, but it's round. So my head, envisioned a for-profit side of the nonprofit where people can buy these patches that says Purpose Nomad, but then underneath, instead of the slogan saying "Go and Give Back," it would say the country they visited. So it would say Purpose Nomad India, Purpose Nomad, China, Taiwan, whatever, and you collect them. And as you go and give back, you get a patch. All these crazy ideas that I think of at 3 a.m. and hence why I have a notebook and
There's so many.
to my
So many great ideas. We had some ladies in yesterday when we were doing your show, and they were talking about rewriting your family script. And I would like to introduce you to them because you've rewritten that narrative of your religious background and genetics and all of that, and come to some new realizations in life. That's a whole nother show. But talking about how women enter their 50s and you're looking to maybe rewrite their narrative, the things that we learned in childhood that maybe were not accurate or maybe didn't serve us, and maybe it's time to rewrite that script.
Absolutely. And I took a personal empowerment course at FIU a few years back that changed my life. Dr. Sandro, he's from Italy. He's it was an amazing, eye-opening experience where one of the key things I took away was that we're born and we're just a repository of information. We're being fed information and being programmed just starting right at birth, right? So part of your adulthood is to reprogram and deprogram a lot of things that you were taught. Because innately, sometimes the things that you say, man, this doesn't feel right, where you really do feel this doesn't feel right, it's because it's maybe wasn't supposed to be there. It was just fed to you, and now you have to dump out with the stuff that you don't want or don't really believe or doesn't feel right, and reprogram it with things that feels like home and feels peaceful, and that's a lot of people are uncomfortable with change. And that's the fear is what gets in the way. Fear and insecurity gets in the way of a lot of things, you know, making decisions, life decisions, or making that change, or, you know, and going into your 50s, people like get scared because it's like, at this point, what's the point? You know, I've heard people say that. People DM me and, you know, they say like, you know, I wish I would have done this or that. And I said, you can't look back. I mean, why get stuck in there? There's no way to change it, you know, and just kind of look ahead and keep moving forward and think you still have another whole half. That's how I see it. You know, I plan to be around till, I don't know, they invent some cryo thing and I can be around walking around.
We're going to put you in a cryo tank.
No, I don't.
But it's funny. You know,
Like Greece, like 2 countries where they have like the oldest, the most centurions. Like, what's their secret, you know? How are they living to be over 100?
you never know who we're going to meet on an interview. And I met you, it was your 50 over 50 platform. And here you are now hosting your own show, having your own platform of traveling and finding purpose after 50 and rewriting your life story. And if someone told us yesterday, you never know who you're going to meet and where that's going to evolve.
True.
And it's what brings like a smile to my face. We really get to meet incredibly great people that have such inspirational stories.
Well,
you and I are truly blessed in what we do every day.
Today of everybody we interview, and you see in front of you things that have
know.
been written, and you see in front of you guests that you're having. It just happens, and it's the nature of the beast that we're in.
So Yvette, thank you so much for joining us.
You always meet somebody for a reason. There's always
That's true.
It's true.
That is
Thank
very
you
true.
so much. We look forward to your show next week and hopefully having you back in studio.
Yes, we will. I should have the all clear, so.
And I'm looking forward to maybe having her host a Fuego also.
Yes, a Fuego, and maybe we talk about segments, bringing those 40/40s. Might be an interesting proponent.
Yep.
And to expand.
Actually, Magda is Argentinian. She'll do the Fuego show as well, so
Excellent.
fun for her.
So maybe we'll line that up for next week. Maybe we'll do an earlier time on Thursday. You'll do Fuego first, and then you'll do you at 6.
Perfect.
Awesome. Have a happy new year. Stay safe and healthy.
Gotta tell you, I love the name Purpose Nomad.
That's so great, right?
All right, let's take a break because
Let's take a quick commercial break. We're going to reset. When we come back, we've got Steve Gubb in the house. We got Mini Donut World with
I want to introduce him to them.
We got to introduce Mini Donut World to Wanda's Kitchen. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Amy Reshevsky can help you choose the right piece that will add some magic to your space. Amy Reshevsky can help you choose the right piece that will add some magic to your space. Amy Reshevsky has a wide range of art, from abstracts to mosaic tapestries, and she paints on different surfaces, such as reverse painting on glass, tables, wall hangings, and sculptures. Her work can be ordered online at amyreshevsky.com, or you can come in and see it in real time at the Brooklyn Cafe Art Gallery. She also does commission work, so if you have an idea in mind, she can make it a reality. She invites you to reach out to her at Facebook or at email at amyreshevsky@gmail.com. That's amyreshevsky@gmail.com. Have an artful day.
With enough butter, anything is good. Tori Wells from Precious Treasure Gourmet Foods thinks so, because she single-handedly updated and expanded butter's possibilities. From compound, savory, sweet, and spicy, her freshly made butters aim to please. I don't know about you, but I've never really seen butter this versatile before, and now so feasible. With online shopping, just visit PreciousTreasuresGourmetFoods.com, because at Precious Treasures, Tori is working on the best artisan gourmet foods to every table. Remember, guys, true love is like butter. There's no substitute for the real thing.
Once a professional musician, artist Steven Zwirn uses his creativity through multimedia artistic expression. His compositions use acrylic paint to create 3D masterpieces. Steven's fascination with brilliant colors and intriguing patterns with jewels and rhinestones entices the eye with color and dimension. For more information on the artwork of Steven Zwirn, contact Steven at 914-656-9060 or stevenzwirn.com.
Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
That's okay. Close whatever you're not using. Close Facebook, YouTube, everything.
I gotta tell you, I have to publicly thank Slick, Gene, Exhume, Slick, Spike, whatever else anyone else calls him.
He has
they call
about
him
400 names.
a lot of different things, but we would not be able to do what we have done these past 2 weeks, especially without Slick. He has come in every day. He even canceled his vacation to be here every day with us.
It's a good thing he didn't go.
It's a good thing you didn't go. So, Slick, we can't thank you enough for all you do. And we tease you and you joke, and you are spectacular. You've run everything here for us 2 weeks. Alana's been here, and everyone's been in and out, but he has been tried and true with us every single day.
And he's being rewarded. You're going to be able to see Slick Speaks Thursday nights at 7:30.
You got mail. You got mail.
So I would be remiss if I did not thank you over and over again. So why he doesn't have glasses on, Jay, I don't know. But that's a whole nother Slick situation. All right, we got a lot of people still to pop in.
Let's go over here.
Mini Donut World in the house.
Mini
I
Donut
already
World.
ate mine.
I ate mine too.
I ate mine. You know, I was going to be very good today and not. But that key lime mini donut, what could I say? What's going on with mini? I don't even know where. Oh, they're over there by Wanda. Today's National Champagne Day, by the way. So happy New Year to you. We've got Scott Perlman in the house, and Scott and Michelle have been so good to us in the cafe and so much of what we do through Mini Donut World.
And the same with you guys. We appreciate it. We love it. So we're glad to team up with you guys and be a part of it. Thank you.
Were you making deliveries today?
Yeah, we had a couple big orders, but you know, COVID has really changed things. There's a lot of cancellations and different things going on. So it's good, not great, honestly, but you know, we see the light at the end of the tunnel. I think once we get through this, hopefully in the next month or so, that we'll get back to a new normal, and hopefully it changes in a positive direction. Well, enough of this already.
So
but I got to tell you, he's a smart dude. Remember when he came out with the campaign, you order now and you could pick it up later and you got rewarded for every day that went by? He probably saw it coming, where people have canceled and then they pick it up later.
They have, and we have different type, but we got to be out in front. of everybody, and we try that with different innovative ways of doing things, from our countdown special, for instance, with the infusion donuts, that if you order so many days in advance, we'd get a $10 gift certificate for each day in advance that you order. It makes it easier for us so we can have it ready for you. And obviously with the infusions, and we have the DIY kits, and we have all the different things that we're doing there in order to make things happen. So we're just looking to position ourselves to be successful in 2022.
Well, you're with some great people to meet. Wanda's Kitchen is a new friend of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. And this woman has taken the pandemic, and she was cooking out of her house.
Wow.
The school she was working at shut down. So she decided she'd made so much money, she bought a food truck.
Wow, great.
Working on her second truck.
Fantastic.
And she parks it by her house.
Wow.
And she covers it, and everybody goes there. I'm going to be seeing, you're going to be working this weekend,
Sunday,
right?
she's at Jazz Fest.
This weekend in the Jazz Fest.
What about Saturday? You open Saturday?
No, open Sunday.
No.
Next week is
No.
the regular. Yeah.
No.
No, this
Wanda,
week.
just take your mic, honey.
Hablen en mic.
It's
She said,
this weekend, my vacation done Saturday night. And I start cooking Monday.
amazing story. I spoke to some people about what you've accomplished, and a lot of people say to me, how in the world does she get it done? Because she makes it so you come, you pick up, and she gets out the food that way. And she has a truck that when you go there, you can eat in front of her house, or you can take it home. I mean, I've never seen anything like this.
It is, but you got people coming to you, which is fantastic. You're able to secure that. That's main. That's very big to be able
The only right now, the pandemic, I don't know what something happened. All the time the pet stores start checking everywhere. But we pray for everything doing good.
You'd be surprised. You make a good name for yourself. You have a good product. People will find you. Absolutely.
Now, I got to ask the two of you, has it been difficult to get ingredients, like for the donuts and for the food? Because we have friends in the food business that their shelves are empty. They can't get deliveries.
You'd be surprised how difficult it is, at least on our end here. You really got to work, extra. We find that we get it done. I'm paying more for it. I'm not passing the cost on to my customers, but it has been a lot more difficult. Something simple that you can strategize and plan ahead, you really can't nowadays.
Have you changed people you're buying from, or has it been easy?
No, and do the same way. When you go to other place, the other place no have nothing to. We need to start checking every day. He coming today, we check early for go get it, but sometimes it's only one pallet for too many people had too many business, the food.
That's true. I go to Costco, I buy 500 ketchups because I'd rather spend for 500 ketchups because I go to Publix, they don't have it.
Remember the great ketchup shortage of 2021?
How could I forget it? I was in a
I
coma.
mean, you think about the things that we've had a shortage of.
Paper toilet.
The great ketchup packet shortage of 2021. I mean, it's crazy, but maybe there's a way to partner your donuts with her food truck.
Anything though?
Because Wanda's in East Fort Lauderdale, so not too far from you.
Correct. No, if interested, we'll sit there and talk a little bit afterwards and see if anything we can help you with, for sure.
And we've talked to a lot of people that go and visit doctors, pharmaceutical companies, things of that nature. As a matter of fact, I got a friend in the pharmaceutical company that I reached out to, and he was meeting with me after the new year with that idea you gave me, because they visit a lot of people. And you give a box of donuts, it's sort of like a deal, it's like an icebreaker, and the conversations happen for new businesses. So
icebreaker and a deal closer. You'd be surprised, especially with the logo donuts and different things like that.
A deal closer, and they are COVID friendly because you're not in there touching everybody else's food, and that's what's so great. You're serving food, people aren't in a buffet line. You've got donuts where you just take a donut and you can put it out on a whole tray and no one has to touch a utensil.
Or the 3-packs, or they can, have a 3-pack already set up for them. So
there's a lot of different angles to this thing, and you're going to have to be a lot smarter next year than you were this year, because it's going to get that much more difficult next year. And they say the strong survive, and you want to be one of the strong ones. I got to knock on wood. Your idea of not shutting down has actually paid off, because we're in the running. We're not starting over. We're making adjustments to what's coming.
We're always making adjustments,
but
like everybody else.
Well, there's big
Jay
things.
knows. Jay, you were sitting here with us. Lady Ashley came in yesterday, and it's you, me, and Slick, and Alana, and we're running everything that normally a 10-person crew runs. But it's getting done.
But even Lady Ashley, you look at the balloons and everything they do.
Everything is
what they
amazing.
did at the movie theater. You guys were there. Spectacular stuff. But you got to take whatever little bit you have, and you got to make it as big and as loud and as bold, because you know, a lot of people are getting sick. We know a lot of people.
A lot
of people that are getting
unfortunately.
sick.
But they're getting better.
But they're getting healing faster.
Yes.
It's not the major Delta thing. This thing seems to take its course, and 5-6 days later, they're back on their feet. Thank God.
Yes.
But you have to be smarter as to what's going on, just like you touched on, Scott.
Well, it's very simple. People make it such a big deal. All you got to do is take the word no out of the vocabulary, because there is no. No doesn't exist, and you just find ways to make it happen. And you got to keep on staying positive. You got to stay focused, and you got to keep on pushing ahead. That's it.
Keep on pushing. Keep
That's
on
the way to
going.
make it happen.
Slick, is Steve on? Let's
Bring
bring
him
Steve over. Let's have our final
let's do
New
the
Year's
quad.
segment. We do a quad. We've got donuts. We got food. Can we do a 5? Can we put Jay on there also?
You can't. You put it in the middle.
All right, we're gonna put Jay
Now-
somewhere spotlighted in the middle. We're gonna put.
Stickers all over the place.
Let's play match game.
Now, Wanda, the gentleman that's going to be coming on is Steve Gubb. He does the rum. He does the rum. He's a rum company guy.
Wow.
And he's been a friend of ours since COVID began. And we met him through another friend. And he's never left our side. He's been one of those staples. He's been a real good guy, just like Jay's been with us since the very beginning as well.
So we're going to bring Steve over, and while we're bringing Steve over, I do have our specialty drink
no.
of the year I have to make,
Well, here we go.
because this is a tried and true. Now, I can't do this and talk in my mic, so I'm going to give you my mic.
I have a mic.
No, you need that one. Steve's there. So you talk to Steve for me.
I'm on A something here. What's this, A4?
Steve, we can't not celebrate New Year's without a little bit of Gubba Gold.
A2.
Well, I see, Don, I wanted to see what you were pouring today for your cocktail. I didn't know if you were just going to take the top off the bottle and drink it, or pour an actual cocktail. So,
Here's my Gubba Gold. I'm going to do my Gubba Gold, my espresso, and I have upgraded my chocolate liqueur to our Brooklyn Cafe chocolate liqueur, actually. It shall remain nameless. It is now branded as the Brooklyn Cafe chocolate liqueur.
We're sharing A2. Take off my lapel. Now, I got to tell you, Steve, you are leaving a footprint, because you're one of the new things that we want to do in the New World Order. We want Steve to have his own show, where Steve is going to do the Gubba dance and things of that nature. But I would like to shoot this over to Hawaii. He has a friend in Hawaii that has the hotel business. Is that correct, Steve?
that's right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We just don't see you moving.
Oh, okay, because
Are you breathing?
I am breathing, but the video doesn't match up with my speaking.
That's okay, because he's using the quad.
Okay. I was talking to the gentleman out in Hawaii, and there's been some other things going on with him, so I said we still have to talk a little more. But we will be in touch after the weekend, and we'll get rolling on it.
Well, you know, the funny thing is that ever since we met you, people seem to like rum more.
Well, I hope so. That
Want
would
some?
be helpful. That would be helpful.
Scott, would you like some?
just
I know
wanna-
Jay wants some.
I wanted to wish Scott and Wanda a very happy New Year.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this with you.
Sorry I'm not getting to enjoy your donuts, Scott.
I wish you were here, but, you know, you'd rather be up cold, right up north in the cold?
It's not my choice, believe me.
Okay, I believe you. I believe you.
How cold is it?
Today it's not bad. It's about 41. A little warmer. It was very foggy this morning because it's very humid. So it's not going to be a freezing cold New Year's Eve yet.
Well, not here either, as you can tell based on my clothing.
Yeah, I can see what's going to be done. I'm going to say high 70s based on your wardrobe.
It might be the 80s is all I can tell.
89.
89, yeah, it's tough. I know. You got to get that air conditioning, you know, crank it up. That's all.
Steve, I got to tell you, this is my tried and true, my Gubba Gold, my chocolate liqueur, a little bit of coffee, and a shaker. You cannot ever go wrong with this.
That's a great idea. I was invited, I'm very fortunate to have been invited to do a radio show this afternoon at 4:30 from a radio station north of Boston. Now, it's an AM radio station that doesn't have 14 million listeners, but it's together with the liquor shop in Lowell, Massachusetts, and we're going to have some fun there. Don, I will give you credit for the cocktail that you are pouring. I will pour it for them this afternoon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Steve.
Funny, your video is catching up to your.
It's catching up to you. Listen, Steve.
Oh, there he is.
You never saw me move that fast, did you, Fred? A couple of those little white pills, and God, and you know, I'm moving. I'm rocking and rolling.
Francine will be so happy.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year for 2024. I'll be there in a minute.
He's at warp speed.
Steve, no, I was just beamed up to the Enterprise.
Did you see what Jay made of? Did you see the picture Jay did with you in it?
No, I did not. I did not.
Let's see if Slick. I don't know if we have a camera on that. I don't know where our cameras are.
I'm gonna send you a picture of it.
Picture of it for you.
Freddie, I'm going to remember that you're doing this to me here. I will not forget this.
I'm not doing it. This is slick.
Slip, you're going to pay. I'm telling you, you're going to pay.
Do you know when you go in the swimming pool and the water goes up your nose? I gotta go for espresso martini like everywhere it should not be right now.
You look like Snappy the dinosaur. Look, you're going to miles a minute.
Well, I've only got, no, I still got about couple of minutes to go here, I can tell. Let me look in the Wayback Machine and see how I looked just a couple of minutes ago. And, oh, yeah, that's right.
Stand-up show.
You're like Back to the Future. Isn't he hilarious? This is what happens with him all the time.
I just want to tell you, if this is what proof that I am now fully recovered, you watch that video, because if I wasn't fully recovered, who could move that fast? Even the Flash couldn't move that fast.
You gotta send it to your doctor.
I will, yeah, I will send it to him. He'll say, take that last pill off your list.
Oh, this is hilarious. Listen, get me the phone number to the radio. I can't watch this. Get me the phone number to the radio station in Boston, because we'll be able to pipe it in from here to there, and maybe we can make a deal with them.
What time today? 4:30?
Well, I think I'm supposed to be on with them at 4:30. They're a great bunch of, it's a great bunch of guys, really nice people at the great. I've known them for a couple of years, and they're just terrific people.
Welcome back to planet Earth.
Oh, that's right. You know, that transporter, when they take you apart and put you back together so they can slow you down, boy, it's got a weird feeling to it, you know?
You're like Willy Wonka. You went traveling and you got all transported, and Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, and boop, he's back.
That's right. I went through the Wonka vision.
The Wonka vision. Wonka vision. That's what we need for 2022.
Stop talking, Steve. What are you talking about?
Santori vision. Wonka vision.
Stop. Listen, it's what a appropriate way to end the year than having Steve, and we announced that you're going to do your own show, stand-up comedy. You are one of the funniest men I've ever met in my life. You take fun to fantastic. You are just, and you don't even do it on purpose.
No, I didn't do it, and I'm usually not responsible. I am not going to take the blame, Slick, for what we just witnessed.
I don't think it was slick.
It was slick.
It was Wonka vision.
It was Wonka vision.
Wonka vision. Wonky vision.
Wonka vision to me.
Oh my gosh. Steve, you come down next month?
I will be down in January. I will, I'll be down in the middle of January just for a couple of days again. We never have family events. Within the last month, we will have had two. We're going to a wedding on Tuesday, January 18th, down in Miami, so we will come down for that. But I'm going to have to come back again for a Food, Wine, and Spirits Festival in Coral Gables, which will be the last weekend in January. Then the weekend after that, there is the West Palm Beach Rum Festival. And then I think a few days after that is the Miami Rum Congress of 2022. And again, I hope all these events do take place as scheduled, because of course COVID is, makes everything questionable, but the good news, I guess, is that what's going on now is not as severe. Whereas a year and a half ago, people were really dying, and it was a real serious problem. It's not so bad at the moment. And there are therapeutics, there are medicines now that did not exist before. So it's certainly not a hopeless situation like it was for quite some time. So I'm very optimistic about that.
Well, the other thing is, Steve, if you come down that Friday or Thursday and you stay and then you're ready to go for the wedding on Tuesday, you can knock out two birds with one stone.
And which birds are we talking about?
Well, after what I just saw, it looked like a freaking flock of seagulls.
That was hilarious. You can come drink with us.
Well, let me talk to my friends up in orbit and see if they're going to, speed me up again. And if not, if they leave me alone, I might be able to do a show or something. I don't know. We'll see what we can do for you.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, because he'll be here for that Monday, which will be on the radio. We're going on radio Monday and Wednesdays, 11, brunch hour.
We should actually do donuts on brunch.
I'll talk to you because
the French toast and the
have to get there. And since JetBlue, between now and January 13th, JetBlue has canceled 1,300 flights. Seats on airplanes are tougher to come by, apparently. So I have to finalize our plans and this and that. But I'll get there one way or the other.
He'll get there one way or the other.
I know. I'll get there via Wonka Vision. No problem.
That's all right, because we're on autopilot because Slick just left. Who's flying the plane?
I don't know. He had to go hug a tree.
Oh, I'm leaving. There's nobody here.
Just like abandoned me, thanks.
Where'd he go? He's right back. Oh, okay. It's like when the pilot goes into the bathroom and take a break, and you're like, all right, we're on autopilot. That was Slick walking out the door.
They left his lunch in the apartment.
Oh, he was hungry. Oh, my gosh. Well, Steve, thank you so much for all you do for us on the cafe and always supporting us. You are hilarious.
Well, thank you, Don. I appreciate it. I want to wish you guys a very happy, healthy New Year and everything good. Once again, starting on Monday, and to, again, Scott and Wanda, Happy New Year, and to all our friends down there in Boca. Everything good. Nothing bad this year. Just good stuff.
Happy New Year, Steve. Happy and healthy 2022. More great, prosperous things to come. Fingers crossed.
Take care.
You as well. So Wanda's Kitchen in the house. People can get your food where this weekend?
This weekend is the downtown Fort Lauderdale in 631 Southwest 2nd Avenue. We'll be there at 9 to 4 p.m.
You have your shirt? I have my shirt on the other chair.
On the other chair. 9 in the morning to 4 o'clock at night?
Sunday.
On Sunday?
And Sunday.
This Sunday?
This Sunday.
This Sunday,
Your
downtown
daughter
Fort Lauderdale.
lives
This
down
is the
there.
second.
Jazz Fest, yes.
January 2nd. This is the first food truck of the year.
It's funny, the Jazz Fest, anybody been to the Jazz Fest in Fort Lauderdale? I've never been to the one in Fort Lauderdale.
I've not been in many, many years.
I have not seen it. Now, is that where the big buildings are and they have all the bars and the restaurants and everything in there?
I think it's outside someplace.
It's outside in the park.
In the park?
Yes.
Is it near the courthouse or is it near the Theater Performing Arts?
The Performing Arts.
Okay, that's what
right
I
there
thought.
across the street, right there.
That's what I thought. There's a big amphitheater right on the water there. They've had
the
it for
water.
many, many years there. It's right by the Theater of the Performing Arts and the IMAC, the museum.
Yes.
It's right there, right?
there. Yes.
It's a great location. The Jazz Fest has been there, oh my gosh, since my kids were little, so a long time.
And you make the food right there? You're gonna
Right
bring
there.
everything, you're gonna serve right there?
Uh-huh.
What's the main course? What's gonna be is there a plate of the day or?
The main plate this weekend is the white rice, red bean, steak, and yellow plantain. This is the menu
You got
for
one?
this week. After the rest of the menu is the pork fry, is a chicken, we got tender, we got yuca frita, tostones.
You must have a big truck because
It's a 18 feet.
wow.
It's a trailer. It's a food
It's
trailer.
a big truck because you bring in a lot of food. There's a lot of things. It takes a lot of room to have all of
A
that.
lot of grocery shopping.
And you give drinks too? You do
Yeah.
sodas and stuff?
Soda, water, juices.
Where the hell did she find this trailer?
I got the dessert. We make a cookies. We make a pastry. Yeah.
Yes, your pastries were a big hit. I had to share because if not, I would eat that whole thing by myself.
And every day I wake up and say, no pastries for me today, and Wanda comes in. No pastries for me today, and Scott comes in. No drinking for me today, and we got Steve Gubb. You know what? I'm going to start again on Monday.
You have like a whole bar here.
Me and everybody else. Jay, I'm starting on Monday again. Barbara sending her crackers and chocolate crack with butter. I'm like,
Are you going to have bananas? You going to have breadfruit? Do you have breadfruits on the Viandas?
no
You going to have viandas?
No, this weekend.
But you usually do?
Yes.
The bacalaito was like, we had to fight for them in here. I'll tell you.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, they were incredible. Have to thank you all so much for an incredible year. We've got another segment we're going to be playing. Slick has done an amazing Jingle Jam review that we're going to close out today's show with. But ready to toast 2022 coming in?
I'm going to use...
Your glass is empty.
I drank.
I've got enough to choose from here. You have this, I'll take my Gubba.
Why?
Why not?
All right.
Why? Why not? Because that's what we do here. Steve, here's to you.
Okay.
Go.
No, you do it.
Want to thank all of our listeners, our friends, our family, our colleagues, our artists. Everyone here is our family for being part of 2021 with us. The good, the inventive, the creative, the pivot, the positioning, all the words that we've heard through 2020, 2021. Here's to 2022. If you're into numerology, 222, may it be a healthy, happy, and prosperous year and good health for everybody. More to come.
And like always, without you, there will not be an us. And without the producers, there would be none of us. Because without them, we would be lost in the desert.
What's for lunch?
And the future hosts pornographic music. No, that happens to
Slick
be
holds our future in his hands.
But again, new ideas are coming out. We want to go bigger and better. We know that we have to be patient to do that. But we are looking to do concerts at different playhouses, including Meisner, and a playhouse called the Parker. So we're looking at that as well. And we're going to talk to Wanda. We're going to sell coffee. We're going to put it on your truck. We're going to take you with us on the road, taking donuts with us on the road, have some artists tents around things that we are going to be doing as well. There's only one way to do something in life, and that's to go up. That's what my father used to tell me. If not, if you look back, you're going to go down. So let's go in this direction. Stay safe, stay healthy. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been 7 years.
Incredible.
We're going into our 7th year, 1,534 shows.
Wow.
We've
Amen.
done. Okay, so even Slick says that's a lot of shows.
So this morning you can take a look back at our year in review. We aired that on our morning show. Jay and Amy and Max and all of the artists that have been a part of this for so long, and Mary and Jay, that is just such a gift. We can't even thank you enough for all of that. And oh my gosh, there's more to come. Jay has been
Jay sale is on today. If you come into the studio, buy one, get the second one at half price. It's still going on.
I got to buy two.
I know that.
So very exciting. Happy and healthy, everyone. Tune into our review of Jingle Jam that Slick put together. Again, to all of our producers and Slick, thank you all for what you do. Have a happy and healthy and safe New Year. We will see you Monday, 11 a.m. brunch on WNN.
See you next year. Don't be late.
Me said the planet all of the sexy woman on a jump and skip. The planet a rock, me said the planet a lick.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ring, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride course or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for us, stay right together with you. There's a birthday party at the home of Farmer Gray. It'll be the perfect ending of a perfect day. We'll be singing the songs we love to sing without a single stop. At the fireplace we will watch the chestnuts pop. Pop, pop, pop. There's a happy feeling nothing in this world can buy when they pass around the coffee and the pumpkin pie. It may be like a picture print by Currier and Rice. These wonderful things are the things we remember right through our lives. These wonderful things are the things we remember right through our lives. Sing with tingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather, we'll stay right together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather, we'll stay right together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand. Just holding your hand. We're riding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Nice and rosy and comfy, cozy are we. We'll snuggle us together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that roar before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for us, stay right together with you. It's lovely weather for us, stay right together. 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 Lovely weather for us, stay right together.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
One very special person. Feeling deep in your soul since you were half, now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a person who needs people. People who need people. Snow, and I was always certain love would grow. Love, ageless and evergreen, seldom seen by two. You and I will make each night a first, every day this endeavor ever make me some room, you people up there on top of the world. I'll meet you, I swear, I'm staking my claim. Remember my name, you're gonna hear from me. Fortune smile on the road before me, and I'm fortune's child. Now listen, world, you can't ignore me. Toss me the moon, 'cause I gotta shine. I'm climbing a cloud and calling it mine. You pardon my haste, I've no time to waste. That's how it's gonna be. You'll see, 'cause you're gonna hear from me. I got a song that longs to be played. Raise up my flag, begin my parade. My comet's on fire, I gotta go higher. Start the world over, start coming up clover. That's how it's gonna be. You'll see, yes, you're gonna hear from me. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jesse Dresson.
Thank you so much.
wishing on a star and trying to believe that even though it's far, they'll finally meet Christmas Eve. I guess that's easy, 'cause he's never come around. I think of him when Christmas comes to town. The best time of the year, when everyone comes home. With all this Christmas here, it's hard to be alone. Putting up the Christmas tree with friends that come around. It's so much fun when Christmas comes to town. Presents for the children, wrapped in red and green. All the things I've heard about, but never really seen. No one will be sleeping all night after Christmas Eve. Hoping Santa Claus is waiting. Presents for the children, wrapped in red and green. All the things I've heard about, but never really seen. No one will be sleeping on the night after Christmas Eve. Hoping Santa Claus is waiting. When Santa's sleigh bells ring, I listen all around. The carol angels sing, I never hear a sound. And all the dreams of children once lost will now be found. That's all I want when Christmas comes to town. That's all I want when Christmas comes to town.
Guys, welcome, 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 and Jingle Jam has begun, and what a way to bring it in.
What a
Fly me to the moon, let me play, I'm on the stars. Let me see what spring is like, oh, a Jupiter down Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year all our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Next year all our troubles will be miles away. Once again, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Someday soon we all will be together, if the fates allow. Until then we'll have to muddle through somehow. And have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. And someday soon we all will be together, if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. And have yourself a merry little Christmas.
You have to exercise your passion in life. There's no question, or you will not find true happiness, I don't believe.
If you miss me during this season, I'll be there for you. Just call my name. When the snow falls in the winter, feel the magic. You can't explain it. A season to believe is here. Anything can happen, so have no doubt. It's that special time of year when you believe. Just close your eyes, see a fireplace. You remember a moment of a Christmas day your mind can't erase. A season to believe is here. Anything can happen, so have no doubt. It's that special time of year. If you believe in love, there's so much joy in the air, and there's laughter everywhere. And this is not pretend, yes, it is here again. A season to believe is here. Season to believe. Anything can happen, so have no doubt. It's that special time of year. Season to believe. If you believe, a season to believe is here. Season to believe. Anything can happen, so have no doubt. It's that special time of year. Season to believe. If you believe, when you believe, a season to believe, a season to believe.
I got you. God rest you, merry gentlemen. Let nothing you dismay. For Jesus Christ, our Savior, was born upon this day to save us all from Satan power when we gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Stars International.
I'm dreaming of a... May your days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright. And may all your Christmases be
Nice job.
I got nothing to say.
You got nothing to say. And on that note, thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for the generous
Slick.
toys that you have
You're vibrating,
donated for the
Slick.
Children's Foundation. And thank you to Lady B TV for organizing everything and doing her headshots.